Awesome. So, what's up, everyone? I'm excited to share with you a course that I put together with Sean Akis. It's called Breaking into Tech Sales 0 to 100K in 5 weeks. So, let me just share my screen. Um, I'll just give you a brief. Let me share my screen so you guys can see what I'm looking at. Feel free if you have any questions, post below. It's through school. Oh, and also want to a shout out to the 2,100 subscribers through the newsletter. If you haven't subscribed yet, if you go on my profile, you'll see self-development tips as well. So let me just do that real quick, and then I'll go over the course that we put together. Um, yeah, so this has been fun. I've published 148 editions, and it's been fun actually. So you could look at the analytics a little bit. So I get around, let's see. So you could see that when you're consistent, obviously you get a lot more subscribers, but it's cool because yeah, you can see that it's grown. It's pretty consistent. I had some huge jumps up in February and then yeah, so but on average it's like 500, 500, yeah. So I've had almost 100,000 impressions, 100,000, 116,479 views. So yeah, it's been really cool. I'm definitely proud of myself for being consistent and for doing this. All right, so back to the announcement. So this is my latest, but I wanted to provide context and just share a little bit more about the course. So I created a course called Breaking into Tech Sales, and I wish I had this course because people that are entering tech sales, like it's a great career ahead of you. But I felt like there wasn't anything out there that really prepared me as much as so it's a combination of both Sean's and I's, like coaching hundreds of people to break into tech sales and coaching SDRs to get promoted to AE account executive. So chapter one is here. Let me just share my screen so you guys could see it. Oh man, it's so weird to see yourself. So I just wanna okay, so this looks good. Um, I'm trying to do more LinkedIn lives, as you can tell. So I have like multiple screens going on at once. So I just want to make sure. Okay, yep, it looks good. All right. So let me just make sure the screen share looks good. Yeah, I'm like trying to navigate both things right now. Okay. So if I share my screen, the school, you'll be able to see the welcome. Oh, cool. Caesar said, "Can you send me the full recording and the slides?" I got you, bro. All right, let me just write in the comments. Hey, Caesar, I got you, bro. All right, boom. Let me send him a request as well because I don't. Let's see. I've never met this guy. Caesar, looks like he's a financial analyst. Okay. Looks like he's yeah, interesting. I'll send him a friend request. Okay. All right. Back to the course. So yeah, you'll see welcome. So there's videos associated with all this where are a bit of our background, like why tech sales, right? Essentially, the thing with tech sales is you're able to make 300 to 500K, even over $1 million a year if you stick with it and you're committed to the process. So we give you a crash course on like what is SaaS, like what's the revenue model, all that. What's a software company? A little bit more context. What are some of the positions? We're going to be more focused on the sales development rep position, right? What is an account executive? What's a sales engineer? Customer success manager, SDR manager, and then what tools do you use in tech sales? So CRM, calling and emailing tools, sales engagement platforms, and then how do we go about choosing what SaaS companies to look into? And then we have a chapter on the difference between inbound SDRs, outbound SDRs. What is what's the difference between an SMB SDR versus commercial versus mid-market versus enterprise? What do you measure it on? Like, how do you get paid as an SDR? How do you build a good relationship with your account executive? We go over how the comp works and in different SDR promotion tracks, right? If you want to become an account executive, an SDR manager, CSM, account manager, sales ops, marketing, business development, sales training, when should I apply? A little bit more about, oh, it's so weird. I uploaded it. I guess I have to re-upload some of these videos. How to leverage LinkedIn, how to use RepView, how to build your professional brand, how to leverage LinkedIn. Okay, there's some of the videos. How to set up your LinkedIn profile, interview preps, the art versus the science of being SDR, the art of an SDR, integrating art and science resume, and some real world. So, so yeah, the reason why this is important to me is because it's one of these careers where you really get to make a crap ton of money, and not a lot of people are talking about it. Whereas in software sales, I've worked for teams where software sellers were making anywhere from 500, 600K. Even if you're middle of the pack, as in the average, here, I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. Because RepView is a really, really useful tool. So if you know how to use this correctly, you can definitely play the game to make really life-changing money, if I'm being honest. All right. So, okay. So this website allows you to be able to analyze a lot of different companies, right? You look at the rankings, you can go by location. So let's say I'm in Atlanta, right? I can look at what all the top companies are doing. If I want to go by large companies, which one has the best inbound lead flow? Like what are the best companies, right? So let's say I'm brand new, you're able to use a lot of these tools. So we'll teach you that in the course. So if you're a little bit more curious about it, I'll probably be doing more of these LinkedIn lives every day just to break down a different chapter, just to promote the course a little bit more. I mean, the content is pretty solid. I wish I had a tool like this when I was getting into tech sales. So if you're having trouble breaking six figures and you're not really sure what you want to do, but you're curious about tech sales, right? It's a pretty low investment, $449 for potentially the upside is hundreds of thousands of dollars in earning potential, right? So a ton of upside break into tech sales. Um, but yeah, you'll be able to look at what the average salaries are. So let's just say, I live in the New York City metro area, so I could look at the average salary is 100K, 185 for the average account executive. That's like pretty low too. Like I've worked at companies where the average OTE is like 275, 216, 230. So top performers, and keep in mind that only 40% of people are obtaining quota, which will get to 185,000, but the top performers are making 500,000 and above, right? So there's a lot of this data. You just have to create an account, which yeah, but this gives you all the information. So once again, check out my course called 0 to 100K in 5 weeks. It's really solid stuff, and we'll be doing more LinkedIn lives for sure. And I'll chat with you soon. Cheers. Bye. All right.